my noobs and humans? It's your person loading Shadow, and we're back with another video of Dangerous Fellows, episode 11. You may have noticed, hopefully, that there is no episode 10. It was episode 9, and it suddenly jumped to episode 11. Well, there is an explanation for that. You see, when there was some errors when I was recording episode 10, and I recorded the whole thing and everything, and I was planning to post it, I was editing the video until I found out the video did not load correctly, so there was no video. I was like, oh my gosh. And the bad thing about this app is that you can't go back to an old episode. You can only move forward. And even when you die, you actually have to start all over again, and that's really annoying. And that's exactly why I'm even doing this, is because I died. I said, you know what, I can videotape it. There's a few errors in this, but it's a really good game in general. But you guys have missed episode 10. But luckily nothing too important and too critical happened that it ruins the whole effect of things. But I can fill you up on some things because it was just drama. And I kind of remember, so I'll just fill you the gist of things. So basically, we were talking about Judy because Eugene informed me that she was missing. So we went to our little meeting area where we usually eat and everything. We were talking over it, and we said we first came out about what happened to her. Did she either run away or was she killed? So we threw out that it couldn't have been a zombie, because if so, we would have probably heard screams or we would have saw blood. There was no blood anywhere. Scarlett suggested that it was me and that I did something to her. I brought her somewhere. And I was like, no, it couldn't have been me. And someone threw out the suggestion that probably she ran away. And Zion agreed with that idea because he said he did check where the food was supplied and he saw a few food items missing. So we thought she might have run away. We decided to check around campus and see if we could find her there. And this is where something I found was actually quite interesting. Basically, Eugene came up with the idea of 4 people in general are going to go out searching. I already said I was going to go. And Lawrence said that he was going to go since he came up with the idea. And Sue said she was going to do, so that was 3 people. Oh no, Ethan said it was going to go. And we needed one more person. So Sue out the idea. We need one more person. And actually, Zion put up his hand. And he said he'll go. But guess who put his hand down for him? Scarlett. It wasn't out of mad or anything like that. She put her hand down and shook her head. And like a scared face. She looked scared and afraid. Like she didn't want to be alone. Zion understood. And he said, fine, I won't go because Scarlett's too scared for me. So guess who Scarlett reached out for when she needed comfort? Zion. I don't know if there's something going on between them, but Zion was like, fine, I won't go. He quickly changed his mind because Scarlett needed him. So I think they're either childhood friends, like, you know, from way back, or they're best friends from a certain point in time, or they're friends with benefits, or they actually are an item. Someone's like, ooh, something juicy. But anyways, Sue eventually said she was going to do it. So we all went out searching, and we didn't find anything. We even went out not off campus. We went outside and checked the perimeter, even outside. We checked a few rooms that we haven't really checked during our nightly patrols. We came back empty-handed, and we told everybody, we said, okay, just call it a night. So, me and Ethan, we had a chat, and I was all like, you know what? Let's check by ourselves. And he was like, that's cool. So right now, the next episode of episode 11 is what we're doing. We're checking, me and Ethan checking by ourselves. So thank goodness I got you all capped up. That's basically everything that happened. It was just a bunch of yelling and drama that happened between me and Scarlett. It was nothing too important. But, you know, drama can be always good, too. I'm just saying. Alright, let's get into it. This can be pretty handy. See what I tell y'all, Oh, I could watch an ad to bar it. I guess. Because I was saving my diamonds for things that I could be using. But, like, if I can use ads. But I know there's some times that you cannot use an egg, that you have to use diamonds for. So I'm glad I saved up my diamonds for this. I did a good thing and saved it for a good purpose. But since I already need it, whatever. I don't want to waste diamonds for something I can get for free. Ethan brings something with him from the back of the classroom. Oh, that looks like it can do its job. It's called a crowbar. It's got bloodstains all over it, but Ethan doesn't seem to care. The first place we're trying is the library. The place I had thought that the strange experience. You ready? Yep. Ethan sticks the crowbar in the hinge. The door breaks open as Ethan thrusts the crowbar into it. It's not as hard as we thought. Ethan carefully leads me inside, holding his crowbar. The room is filled with moldy, musty smell. I guess this isn't it. The coat of dust everywhere tells me this place hasn't been used by anyone for a long time. I'm disappointed as soon as I see the dusty shelves, but Ethan continues walking towards the back. He's doing his best to help me. I feel bad. I shouldn't suggest going back now. It'd be such a waste of his hard work opening the door. We can probably bring back some books here to use as fuels. Maybe I'll check the checkout counter. I open the drawer at the counter, but all I see is stacks of checkout records. I find a box of tea bags in one drawer, but I decide not to take them since we have no hot water. What a bummer. No food? I sigh as I reach for the bottom drawer. I pull it out, but it doesn't open. This is so depressing. I lean on one of the desks. Ethan hears me sigh and comes to me. Not much in here. Yeah, I guess I was wrong about this place. Sorry to have wasted your time, Ethan. Ethan shakes his head. And as always, he looks at me silently. You really don't talk much. Although you rarely talk. You're always so quiet. Okay. You're always so quiet, but I feel comfortable around you for some reason. It's weird. He tries to comprehend what he's just heard. Then he shrugs his shoulders and points to the bookcase across from us. I nod with a smile and start walking towards the bookcase. Should we bring back some books while we're here? Yeah, we can use them as fuels. Ethan follows me this time as I walk through the rows of bookcases. Some of these have plastic covers on them. Oh, these are the new books, that's why. Ethan takes out one of the books I just glanced at and flips through it. I walk over to the next bookcase. It's where the weekly recommendations are displayed. Some of them are quite old books. I take a few books off the shelf and hold them with my left arm. I see a title of one of the books on the top. The Reason of Hope. It's a very depressing title. Ethan? Yep. You think there's hope for us? Well, I actually thought about that, after all this started. I think hope is something we build each day. Ethan scratches his head as if he's not used to talking about serious stuff. But what he said about hope was enough for me to start weeping. I've been bottling up my emotions, and what he said made me burst into tears. I really miss my parents and Judy. I'm afraid if there'll ever be happy ending for all of us. Will we be able to survive this together? Ethan's words linger in my head. Hope. That's what we have to build. Make it happen. Are you crying? Ethan looks confused. I shake my head to let him know that I'm fine. I'm just getting emotional, that's all. Ethan patiently waits for me until I cry myself out. I don't feel rested at all, but there's no use in me just lying around. I spent the night flipping through the books I took for myself. I couldn't read much because it was too dark, but it was still better than rolling in my blanket, forcing myself to fall asleep. How could I be able to sleep knowing Judy's still missing? I go to the main classroom, 1C, and look out the window while waiting for the rest of the guys to come. Does the virus only affect humans? Can animals also get infected? There's not even one bird chirping, and the entire city is dead silent. I stare at the window a bit. Just then I turn my head back at the sound of the door opening. What the? Scarlet sees me and frowns, as if she's just seeing something disgusting. She turns around and leaves. Morning. Hey, where are you going? Hey, Scarlet. Zion turns back to follow Scarlet. See, what I tell you? There is something. I told you. Wow. What a great way to start the morning. Did you get some sleep? What do you think? Well, I guess not. Looks like I'm not the only one Eugene's salty with. Hey, how'd you sleep? Not much. Well, I guess you really couldn't. Jeez, what the heck is up with that girl? She's not coming. She says she's too scared to be with her. So she's absent for the meeting. I guess so. It's time for the morning meeting. I wave at everyone as they walk into the classroom. Lawrence waves back at me with a bright smile. I'm sure she knows that attendance is mandatory, but I guess we'll have to make an expectation this time. You want me to go talk to her again? Just leave her alone. She'll come if she wants. Yeah, if. I try to ignore what Jay says. Where's Ethan? He's sleeping in. That's so unlike him. I can go. I'll go wake him up. I thought Haley was going to say something, but Lawrence is already on his way to Ethan's room, and Haley disappointingly goes back to her seat at the back. A few minutes later, Lawrence returns with Ethan, who's still half asleep. Alright, everyone. We're carrying out the search outside the campus today, and we need volunteers. Normally, our main duties include patrolling the area and gathering food, but there's one more task added. We'll be also looking for Judy while we're out. Even if she left here voluntarily, we should still confirm her whereabouts. Since she's never said anything before she went missing. But please keep in mind that this is not our top priority, and I'll appreciate your understanding. Lauren's eyes pauses at me. I nod my head lightly. I'm just grateful that he's agreed to look for Judy. You're coming, right? Of course I am. Oh, they didn't get too much love. I guess I didn't have to ask. Alright, you're in. But you gotta really watch out for yourself, okay? Okay, I will. Lawrence smiles as if he's relieved to know that I'll be able to take care of myself. Ultimately, it's me, Jay, Lawrence, and Eugene who are teamed up for the search in the town. Lawrence was so kind to volunteer himself, although it wasn't even his turn this time. He also steps up to take care of everyone. He always steps up to take care of everyone. We all move to the storage equipment to equip ourselves for the search. We put on protective gears around our waist, and some of us pick up backpacks to put our findings in. I look around to see if there's anything suitable for protection or weapons. A grumpy voice is heard in the back. This is ridiculous. Alright, I'm gonna be straight up with you. Why the heck am I supposed to be a part of this? I don't get why we're searching for someone who left here on her own will. Jay angrily throws a metal pipe at the floor. I don't agree with Jay even a bit. Judy would definitely have said something to me before she left. That's why I looked everywhere in the classroom as soon as the sun was up, but I didn't find any note from her. We were gonna do the patrol anyway. Besides, you haven't been done it for a while, Jay. It's not even proper English. You can't just keep dumping it on us, you know. It's everyone's duty. But how long do we have to put up with her? Jay's fingers points at me. What does she have to do with this? Whatever. I'm only looking for foods, and that's it. Man, not exactly a good start. But I'm not gonna make things worse than it already is. I'm just happy you're coming with me. Jeez, you don't have to be too nice all the time. I brush off what he says and continue getting ready for the search. What would be perfect weapon for me? Ooh, am I gonna get to change? Some are too short while others are too heavy. Hey, how about this? Something flies at me and I catch it before I know it. It's a plastic pole from the mob. I try swinging in the air. It's not too heavy, actually. A bit shorter than I like, but it's more than enough to put up a fight with the zombies I have to. I like it. Thanks. I smile sarcastically. Jay sees me and gives me a dirty look. I don't feel so bad knowing that I shut him down. Ooh, I got a puzzle piece. I think that one's in... That's Harry. Ooh, I got a Harry piece. Yes. And that is basically all, dudes. I thought the video was actually going to be longer from my recap. Because usually, I don't know, sometimes it can get pretty long or sometimes they're really short. This one's actually a pretty good one. And good luck today. I know you can do this. Ooh, I got myself some diamonds. So, I didn't really get to change. I was hoping I could. I'm pretty sure you get to change the next episode. I remember what happened in the last episode, and I'm wondering if I can change it. I'm just hoping I can, so it can change future events. If I can't, well then, that's too bad. But whatever. I'm sorry if you guys can hear. I have a squeaky chair. It just squeaks, okay? There's nothing I can do about it. I'm going to be trying to get a new chair because I hate the squeakiness too. If you guys heard it, well then I'm sorry. If you didn't, well that's good too. Anyways, make sure to put on your socks, subscribe, and turn on your... Okay, let me do this over. Make sure to put on your socks, subscribe, turn on your sunglasses to stay tuned for more.